Hello, everyone. Welcome to Little Meatballs Nursery. I'm Sandra. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. So, how is everyone today? I'm good. I'm getting on here a little later than expected. I knew I wanted to do a video today, but you know, when you just start doing something and you thought it would take you like 2 minutes to do, and then you were good, good to go. And then you start realizing that it's going to take a little longer, and then there's something else next to it you got to fix, and then there's something else you got to do, then you got to put another load of laundry in because the dryer stopped, and then you got to wipe. That's how it was. I was like, okay, I'm just going to do this one thing, and then I could get to my video, and then I see another thing and another thing, like, I'm like, I'm never going to get there, but I'm here. I'm here finally, but it's a little later in the day, but that's okay. Kids aren't home yet, so that's fine. I'm having some coffee. My half and half came this morning. Jason made some pumpkin muffins. So it smells nice and yummy in here. My couch is full of boxes because I have things I got to do after this. I ordered, well, I bought whatever from Walmart delivery. I bought two different size boxes because I didn't know which one was going to work, and I couldn't figure out exactly the size I needed. So one of them will work. One of them will work. We'll make it work. And then so I got to box up all that, make that look all pretty because that is going out November 1st, so a couple weeks. Then I have a priority medium flat rate box out, hoping that that's going to get sent, but I don't know yet. And I just have a lot of ornaments out and stuff that has to go. I don't know what the heck happened to the wall decor that I had for Christmas. I can't find it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I decided that since I can't find anything and I'm going to have to buy things new for the wall anyway, that I am going to go with a pink gingerbread theme. So I looked at Amazon, and they have tons of pink gingerbread decor. So, of course, I put everything on my list, make sure I have it there for later, and then maybe I could buy a couple things in November, a couple things in December, and, it'd be good. So, I then did put some more stuff. Well, what the hell is my circles about here? Sandra, come on, go with it. So, I tongue tied, So, so, um, I have a pink stretchy table cover for my table, with a pink gingerbread runner, some pink gingerbread runner rugs like for the kitchen, some really cute like pillow throws for the couch. I put pink like fleeced covers for the couch, and then pink peppermint pillows like in the shape of peppermint. They look so cute. Because and then I found a pink gingerbread throw for the back here. I found a backdrop of like gingerbread houses, but they're like pink and turquoise and white, not brown. And then they have like all the different kinds of gingerbread candy, and then they do have the two gingerbread men, I think, standing on each side, but it'll brighten it up. I feel like that's too dark, What else did I find? I am getting, okay, and then a pink gingerbread tree skirt. I was doing all this because, well, number one, I can't find my wall decor, and not in any of that was that anything for the wall. Hello, Sandra. It's for the wall, but you're getting everything else. I'll find stuff. But my main thing is I wanted something that was going to cover this current rug because I'm so fucking sick of it. Okay, I'm sick of it. So I found a 5x7. It's not going to cover the whole thing, but it'll cover a good space in between the couches in front of the tree. So I'm getting a 5x7 pink furry rug that's going to go in the middle. That'll brighten the floor, I feel. and, you know, kind of tie everything together with the ornaments. And then I'm going to get the pink covers for the couches with the pretty throw pillows and then the backdrop here. It'll all come together, you know. So yeah, that's my idea. I think it's a really good idea. Like the pink gingerbread theme is really cool. And they have tons of stuff. If you're interested in looking for yourself or someone else, go to Amazon and just type in pink gingerbread decor and it will come up. Tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. Have fun. I didn't even look at half the stuff because I found a bunch of stuff and then I'm like, okay, I'll go back and look later. You know, I don't have time now. I got to get ready for my video. So yeah, that's part of what I did this morning, looking for that kind of stuff. So, oh, I'm going to show you something that Ethan had picked out for Christmas. And I got this with the credit from Gingerbread Foxy. Remember I told you that figure Jack didn't want? I thought he would love it. And Ethan asked him and he was like, no, I don't want that. So I went back because I have no money to waste this year. So he wanted, now I told you guys how Jack handed down his Nintendo Switch Lite to Ethan because Ethan asked for games for Christmas and he didn't have a Nintendo Switch. So because Jack uses his VR and laptop more than, you know, he doesn't use the Switch anymore. He agreed, they made a deal of some kind, and he agreed to give it to him. So he gave it to him. So Ethan wanted a new cover for it. So he picked this one, which is adorable. And now the Switch Lite is yellow. So this will match it really nice. It has the yellow leaf here, and then there's a yellow design there. Let's see if we could take it out. You could see it a little better if I take it out. So this is like the cover for it. So he doesn't know I bought it, but he put it in the cart, you know, because he wanted it. So there's a pineapple here, leaf, and Stitch. He's painting something over here. I guess a picture of himself. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, Stitch. But he will love this. And then the Switch is yellow, so you're going to be able to see it here and here. And so it matches really nice. So this was good. And it feels nice. It doesn't feel too, you know, like cheapo. Feels nice. So that would be nice. Now he's also asking for wires. Like $30 in wires. I'm like, what? He's like, because he wants to do a gameplay. In other words, on the Switch, he wants to be able to record his game and then, I guess, export it to the laptop to then upload it to YouTube. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's going to work. Jason says he doesn't think that laptop that we have is equipped to do that. So I don't want to waste money on wires. No money to waste. So I'm thinking I'm going to wait on the wires because he doesn't have to do the gameplay right away. I mean, Christmas is the end of December. So if he really wants to get the wires, you know, that's why I'm talking about putting like the $10 gift card, you know, in the stockings. So that if he's really sad about not getting a wire, then he could go on and buy a wire. I don't know. But I just don't feel like I should buy those things right away, not knowing, you know what I'm saying, if they're going to work or not. Because then if they don't, he's going to be upset and disappointed. And I don't want that on Christmas, you know. So let him be disappointed after Christmas. What can I say? Forget about it. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get the wire. I think I'd rather get him the gift card and then let him, you know, whatever. So that's another thing for Ethan. And as far as gifts, I don't have anything else coming, anything else this month. That's it. That was the last of the delivery. So, well, yeah, because I'm getting my rug with the other credit. Anyway, so I returned that magnet thing. I don't know if you guys remember. If you watch my previous videos, you'll remember that magnetic like jar thing with the liquid in it. It makes the black blob in the middle. For Jack, I returned it. I returned it. I thought it was that, like I said, if it was like $10, fine, not 25. And with tax, it was like $28. I'm like, no. So that went back. So that, I'm just waiting for the credit to that. I think today or tomorrow it should be there. And then I'm buying that 5x7 rug because that's on sale from $40 to $20. So I'm grabbing it. So that's what I'm doing with that. But as far as presents this month, I think that's it. Nothing else coming, for the kids anyway. So, you know, uh, next month, once I order the other stuff that I was going to get, then I will share that with you guys as well, because it's Christmas time, fun, fun, fun. But I am expecting my little baby silicone twins. They should arrive, it says on Monday, the 20th, which is exactly 1 month from my birthday. So that's very special. So I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. They're gonna be so cute. So cute. One of them is hand painted, and I've never had a hand painted silicone before. So I'm very, very excited to see her. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. So stay tuned for the opening of them, either Monday afternoon. Well, I'm not gonna be able to wait, so it'll be probably a later video, like on Monday. Like I'll probably do my regular Monday chat earlier, and then do just like the box opening later on. Really depends when my mail gets here. Sometimes it gets here sooner, sometimes later, but I'm not waiting until Tuesday to open them. So it might be a double video on Monday. So what else? I have Jack here with Dominic in the stroller. I'm going to try and change Jack, I think, on this video, because I changed Dominic yesterday. Dominic is staying. I had a moment of impulsivity. Is that a word? I was being impulsive, and I kind of like, put him up for sale. I'm happy he didn't sell, because I most likely would have regretted that, Sometimes it takes me a minute. I'm getting better. I am getting much better, but I think, sometimes you still have that little itch. I haven't had the reborn itch in a while. I've been content with the silicones. So, I think that maybe because I haven't interacted with them lately, that I kind of moved away from, wanting to do anything with them. And I figured I could do without them. That was my theory. I could do without them. I really want this new one. But when I kind of went back and looked at the other one and realized how much money that one cost, and it's worth it. It was worth it, but it really would have been unreachable, unreachable for me before Christmas. So I had to kind of, go back and, reassess and say, no, it's not going to work anyway. So don't do that, So I decided I'm keeping him. He's staying. He's over here. We're going to try and just dress Jack. And yeah, I'm expecting my little silicones. And so everything's so happy. Now, as far as a Christmas baby, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I'm hoping that it works out. I'm hoping that I have a little one under the tree. So we will know in further video. Maybe I already know and I just don't want to tell you. Maybe I'm just keeping it on the DL for now. Maybe I'm going to tell you in a future video. Maybe, when things are more like for sure, definitely, no doubt, then share it with you, because sometimes I talk about stuff and then things change and I don't want to do that. So, but most likely, in any event, I most likely will have a baby for Christmas. I'm hoping. I know I keep saying that. I keep throwing you guys off. I want to give a shout out to Suzanne Goodwin. Hey, Suzanne. We have been chatting on Instagram, and she sent me a picture of her newest dolly. Beautiful 18-inch doll, and she has beautiful red hair. And she said that she named her Sandra. So thank you so much, Suzanne. That really, truly touches my heart. That's amazing. I hope you have fun with your new doll. She said she was bonding with her last night. She fell asleep with her. So that's great, Suzanne. That is great. And she showed me one of her little reborns, and he's adorable as well. So that's great. I'm trying to think if you had sent me something else. That's why I was like, that's great. Because I'm thinking, sometimes I notice that sometimes when I'm trying to think of what else I had to say along with the story, I say like, I don't know, like just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. But it's kind of like my mind and my mouth going to two separate directions. And they're like, wait a minute, Sandra, don't wait. Oh, and Sandra keeps talking, but my brain is up here thinking something. Oh my gosh. Okay. So at least this is a happy video, I don't like the sad videos, I mean, I know I had a few back when, but, I'm glad that, you know, it's, I'm glad that it's the happy season. 'Tis the season, right? To be jolly, right? And that's what I'm going to do. That's what you do, right? 'Tis the season to be jolly. Even though I miss my mother. I miss my mother so much. Oh my God, my sister. So my sister Lisa called me. Well, first, okay, this is how I went. First, yesterday morning, it was really early in the morning, like it was only 4 o'clock here. But of course, on the East Coast, Florida, it's 3 hour difference. So it was, I guess, 7, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So Jason's phone starts ringing. I'm like, who the fuck is that? We're up having coffee at that time. But, he's like, who is this? And I said, who is it? He says, a Florida number. So I'm thinking right away something happened down there, So I was like, well, I'm not answering it, but see if she leaves a message, because I said, what's the number? And I looked up my sister's number quick and it was her. So I said, did she leave a message? He said, no. So I said, okay, maybe something happened. I better call my other sister in Pennsylvania because she talks to her dad who lives with Michelle. So I said, has Michelle called you or have you heard from dad? And she says, no, I've been working my ass off. I haven't heard from them. So that was Monday. So, she called, rang a bunch of times, didn't leave no message, nothing. Then, yesterday morning, was it this morning or yesterday morning? Now, I don't know. I think it was yesterday because I talked to my sister yesterday on the phone. Not Michelle, Lisa. I know this is confusing. I'm confusing my fucking self over here. So anyway, no, this is right. So I talked to Lisa yesterday. She called me from work, because she wears her earpiece and she, does the whole hotel thing, So she has to walk from hotel to hotel and she has to go to the front desk. She has to make sure, she has her own office, but she has to make sure that everything is, correct and, make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do and all that stuff. Anyway, she works. She does all the laundry for her building. She mows the lawn. She has to decorate. She says now is their most busiest time because it's the fall festival season, But anyway, so she's doing her work and she's talking to me. And I said, did Michelle call you? She says, no, she didn't call me. She says, I tried to call Dad 2 nights ago and she answered his phone. I said, well, why? Why is she answering his phone? She said, I don't know. But she started talking and I told her I couldn't talk, that I was at work and I just wanted to talk to Dad. And I guess she said, well, Dad's laying down. And then that was it. So that was that. So I talked to Lisa for 3 hours yesterday on the phone. We talked about everything. Oh God. Anyway, it was nice to talk to her because I hardly get to talk to her anymore because she's always working. And, whatever spare time she has is to sleep, to eat, cook, spend a little time with her daughter or whatever. But it's hard, she's a single mom and works full time. So it's hard. So I understand, that she doesn't have a lot of free time to talk to me, but I'm grateful that she called me, that we were able to catch up to things and, just to talk to her was nice, Okay. So I talked to her. So then this morning, Jason gets a text on his phone because I blocked her from my phone. I don't want nothing to do with her. So she texts Jason, So she texts him this morning and it says, Sandy, please call me with the praying, whatever, please call me. Simple, And I'm like, why? Like I feel so torn. I know it's the holiday season. I know, it's time for forgiveness and all that stuff. Um, but I feel like there's just too many things. And sometimes when, even though you love someone, um, you have to separate yourself from them because there's just too many things that have happened, over the course of time. And even though you'll always love them, you'll always remember the good stuff, the good times, the good memories you had growing up, whatever. Um, I feel like she's stuck. I feel like she's stuck in a time. Her brain got stuck, okay, in a time a long time ago, like, she's stuck 20 years ago or more. And it's like she can't move past that because every time I have talked to her, all she talks about is memories and stories and the same things over and over and over again. It's like she doesn't have any new things to discuss or talk about. And then when she got married, um, she thought that, okay, well, I'm married, like Sandy, they call me Sandy. Now she'll talk to me. I feel like, you know, I don't want her to do things to please me. I want her to do these things because that's what you're supposed to do in life to move forward, you know. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like I've been hurt too much by her. I feel like if I give her another chance, I'm always going to have that resentment, in the back of my mind about my mother not knowing exactly what happened because Michelle was the only one there when she died. And, I'll never know. It's just that feeling of you'll never know. You'll never know what really happened. And she does know what really happened, but she would never tell me the truth. So that's weighing heavy on my heart as well. And, it's like, do I want to talk to her? Do I want to see how she's doing? Do I want to forgive her and move forward? Yes, I do. I do, because that's my heart. But do I think that that's the best move for me? Because every time I do that, I feel like why? Like I guess like I'm putting myself back in a situation that I already got out of. Why am I going to do that again? Because it's not like she moved forward. In other words, she's stuck. I've moved forward, and so our things kind of don't align anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not on the same page. And so I don't want to talk about like things that she starts talking about. Like she starts talking about when she was in jail and oh she met this one and now she's seen this guy at 7-Eleven that she used to date back and when she was this. I don't care. I don't want to hear about all that because that brings my mind to a place in the past that I don't want to be in, you know? So it's kind of hard. It's like, I love my sister. I want um, to talk to her and say, you know, okay, so it's like when I give her another chance, um, it's like I'll call her back, but she won't answer. And then she'll call me when it's convenient for her. So if I start talking to her again, when she calls me and I don't answer, she leaves me a nasty message saying, how could you do this? You're not answering your phone. I need to talk to you, da 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 da. But then when it's the other way around, if I need someone to talk to and I was to call her, she won't answer. She will not answer and she will not call you back for a week. And then she'll say, oh, sorry, I was busy with this, and this. Like, but you're not allowed to get mad at her for that. So it's like, I don't need the extra shit, basically. So is it worth it to open that door again? Probably not. And of course, around the holiday season, that's kind of when I question this. because it's like, I know, and she throws in my face last time, oh, well, this is what mom would have wanted her daughters to all be together and get along and this and that. I don't like when she throws my mother in it, because mom's not here. Mom's not here. And why is she not here? Well, only you know that, because you were the only one there. I don't know that. Lisa doesn't know that. We'll never know that. So it's like, I guess that, like, that space in my heart, for my mother, it's like, I have to let go of it. Like, I can't hold on to it, because I'll never know. I will never know. And this is turning into like a therapy session video. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear all this. I'm sure you guys can fast forward. Everybody's probably like, oh my God, oh my gourd. Grab your coffee. Everybody's probably up to the TV screen like this. I know I would be if I turned on a video and somebody started talking about their, oh my gourd. Oh my gourd. All right, enough of that. Enough chitter chatter, chitty bang bang. Okay. So okay, so let me explain why I'm doing this first. Okay, so last night I was thinking about it, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to start organizing the living room. I want to fold up the stroller, whatever. And Alice was in the stroller with her blindfold. And I'm thinking, and I'm telling Jason, I'm like, I'm kind of scared to put her in, like, and I'm sorry if this, like, this might trigger someone, so please, like, I don't know, like, but, I'm afraid to put her in a plastic garbage bag and put her in the dumpster, because she does feel very real. She looks like a real baby. And even if I, wrapped her up really well, like, we share a dumpster here with 6 buildings, and people dumpster dive and go through the garbage all the time. So I was kind of nervous, even though it's a doll. I know it's stupid, right? But I don't know. I felt bad too, like, putting her in there. Like, I don't know. Like, I know it's a doll, Sandra. It's a doll. Everybody's probably like, it's a fucking doll. It's a doll. But I think that way, like, I don't know, my heart, I feel, because I really connected with this doll, and I feel like I don't want to put her in the garbage. I'm sorry. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really don't want to put her in there, a part of me feels really bad. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird. I don't know. Maybe it's the menopause emotions. I have no idea. But, I just told Jason, like, I don't think I could do it, and then I was telling that to Christine this morning. Like, I don't know if I should do that, because what if, I don't, it's just, I don't know. I just got the chills, like, thinking about doing that. So I asked Christina, and I thought about it. I said, okay, well, what if I show her on my video, and then just offer her for free to someone, to one of my viewers. All I would ask is $25 for shipping. She is heavy. She's going in a priority flat rate. That's why it's going to be $25. I think I think I could fit her in medium flat rate. I think that those are 20. I think they're 20. I could double check if somebody's interested, okay? It's either 20 or 25 for shipping. But she's a big baby. She's heavy. She weighs like 7 pounds, I think. Full body silicone, the replica April kit. I'm gonna bring her on. She will come with a couple little dresses, not with the shirt. Like, I'll show you what she comes with, okay? So I'm hoping that, someone will want to take her and try to fix her. Her eyes are horrible, guys, and I'm going to show you. And once I bring her on, if anybody's sensitive to anything like that, because Christina was like, put her outside for Halloween. That's like, how bad it is. Christina's seen it. So I'm gonna show you guys, and maybe there's an artist out there. I don't know how you fix silicone, but maybe there's an artist out there that could possibly fix the eyelids. Or I was even thinking maybe someone that's crafty could, make eye sockets and then like buy the eyeballs, to fix her that way. But or if you just maybe just keep the blindfold on, or maybe put a sleep mask over her and keep that on her all the time. You know, um, that's not a bad idea actually. Get a little baby sleep mask, they sell them, and just leave it on her, and then you won't even know. And you dress her up and you leave her in pajamas, or yeah, you put her in like a onesie, and you cuddle her and she has her sleep mask on and a headband. You would, if you don't pick up the sleep mask, then you won't know. But I'm hoping that someone will give her a good home either way, whether you're fixing her or just keeping her as is. Again, you just got to pay shipping, and the dollar's free. So it's really whoever is in line, whoever emails me first. Don't comment below. Just you got to email me. Okay, so my email's always in the description. And I'll take it in order as it comes in. So again, she is free. Just pay the shipping. Okay? So I'm going to bring her on and show you exactly what she looks like, so you know what you're getting. Um I have her in just her diaper. She will come in the bluey diaper, and I'll wrap her in. I gotta see if I have a blanket. I might have a blanket. I don't know if I have a blanket, so don't quote me on that. But I'll make sure she's, covered and packed well. And she will come with, I'll show you a couple of hats and a couple of little dresses. But I'm gonna see if there's anything else I could put her in. She is bathed. I will powder her before she goes if you would like me to. If not, because I don't know whoever takes her if you're gonna repair her or what have you. Um, so I am gonna miss her little hands. Again, I love her. I love the weight of her. Um, she feels very real. Feels very real. She has long arms, and these fingers get me every time. These fingers. She's looking a little linty there, but we'll powder her up or something. We love these hands. They're so cute. I wish there was a way that I could fix her. I really do, because I love her. Her mouth, she's like that smiling face. So you see, like I have just this headband around her eyes. But if you were really to get like I said, a baby sleep mask and just put it on, and then she could have a fluffy headband or something and dress her in PJs like she's going to sleep. Or just I don't know. I don't know. I again, I wish that I knew. Listen, Sandra has learned her lesson with silicone glue. I will never, I will never, I will never use silicone glue again. I didn't know what I was doing, and I thought that I could, you know, um, that's what we used to say when we were little. You thought. You thought. My brother used to go around saying that. My mother hated it. She's like, Johnny, stop. Um, but so basically, yeah, it was. I thought. It was one of those. Um, I felt so. I can't even tell you. Like, I felt. Um, I felt completely rotten when I did this. When I realized what I was so sad because I really loved her. Like when I looked at her and her smile, I was just like it brought me instant happiness. Like, what are you doing out here?
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm hungry.
Anyway, so like she brought me so much joy, and that's why her middle name was Joy. And I just didn't I was sad. I was sad when I looked at her and like what the fuck? What did I do, So, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys because I feel like tears come the back of my eyeballs here, and I'm just gonna move on. Um, are the pumpkin muffins ready?
Yeah.
You could bring me one over if you want. I could show my viewers your pumpkin muffins. Okay.
Ice them.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Ice them first.
Is it right if I make the icing?
Go ahead. Well, you gotta use a mixer?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make it. I could finish showing them the doll while you do that and then bring it over. Anyway, so she's big. She's like 18 inches, 19 inches maybe. She fits in newborn clothes. You could see how wobbly her head is. Her arms, she has the most cute little fingers. She's full body silicone, guys, and she's like 7 pounds. So, let's, I guess, take a look at the part where I'm not going to put her up close first because that would scare the shit out of you guys. So, I mean, I don't even really want to look at it because, but anyway, so we're going to look at this part, and then this way you guys can see whether you're able to fix her or not, or if you can deal with just putting something over it and loving her that way. I mean, I'm sure somebody will, you know, but I'd rather do this than just, like I said, throw her out. Because she, you know, she's a special girl. So I know everybody's waiting to see this, and listen, guys, don't laugh at me, okay? I know some people are gonna laugh, and some people are gonna be like, "What the fuck, Sandra?" Like, oh my god. Yeah, it's good to laugh, but not at what I did with these eyes here.
Well,
I'm showing everybody the.
It's better than crying.
Yeah, well, sometimes I do both together. See, she like I love her face, like, but then when I see under here, I'm like reminded of how I fucked up. Like I don't like that. Like reminders of fucking up. All right. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna take it off first. It's pretty bad, guys. Like pretty bad. Okay. Like some of it. Now there are chunks out of her eyes. So if you're sensitive to stuff like this, if you'd rather not see her like this, please look away. Fast forward, do something. But I tried my best. It was because I should not have used silicone glue, but I did with the eyelashes. And when I went to take them off again and then put the new ones, and then the new ones didn't go on right, or I didn't like how they looked, so I tried to take them off again, thinking, okay, I'll just leave her like this until I get the pair I really need. The silicone glue went all over the top of the eyelid. So I think a lot of this on the left eye, a lot of it is glue. So I don't know if it could be removed. I tried acetone, I tried alcohol. It didn't come off. But it's kind of like crusty almost. So I'm thinking that part, see, it's coming. So some of it is coming. I didn't want to pick at it anymore. But yes, see, that's the glue. Some of that is coming off. But there are chunks missing from, I mean, this eye is really bad. So I don't know if somebody can repair it. Like I said, I had thought at one point to just then continue to like take this out and then get her some eyes. But for me, it just like, it's over, you know, over. So I'm going to show you now. Again, if you are interested, it's free. Just pay shipping. But please, if you're sensitive to stuff like this, please look away because I'm going to show the eyes now.
Pretty scary.
Yeah, it is pretty scary. It's if you're sensitive to stuff like this. Okay? This is a doll. This is a doll. Definitely a doll. Okay. I'm trying to get her said okay. So here we are. Now, probably from back here, it doesn't look all that bad. I'm going to bring her up closer in a minute. But I didn't want to like, boom, you know, throw it in your face. That would have been good. So you could see this side has chunks missing from it. This is all glue. All that is glue. She does have some pieces missing in here. But most of the top parts are glue. Because I feel that that's different. It's like a crusty feeling. There's some glue in this as well. But you can see the chunks of the silicone actually missing out of her eye. And this one, I don't know how the hell it went so far up neither. Like this was like it was like doing surgery. I had the light out, I was using tweezers really carefully. I had the little tiny scissors. I mean, it had to be the glue like stuck so tightly to the eyelash. And when I went to rip it up, like chunks were coming out. So I'm going to put her up a little closer so you guys can see. I'm so nervous about showing you because I don't want like people making fun of me. Like, you know, like, what did you do? And I tried my best. Like, I wanted to make her look, you know, more lifelike. And in turn, I gave her less life. It's just sad. Okay, so here we go. We'll go a little bit closer now. So you see, like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, let me show you. Okay, don't look if you guys are sensitive. I mean, look at this. It's terrible. It's really terrible. It's horrible. See all the glue up there?
I gotta use the microwave.
Okay, that's all glue. You see like the white crusty part? That's all glue. But then there are chunks missing, especially on this eye. You see that? There's chunks missing. And then that's all glue. But there's still chunks missing within the eyelid. I don't even know. Don't ask. I have no idea how this even happened. Like, so I'm hoping that someone knows how to, let's cover this. Someone knows how to fix it or tweak it to how, you know, to something. To, like I said, I was thinking maybe put eyeballs if somebody's, you know, if somebody's crafty maybe, or somebody wants to give it a shot, you know, try it. I mean, there's nothing to lose really except shipping money, you know. So if you're, you know, if you're somebody, maybe you're an artist that you think you could fix it up. Maybe maybe you're not an artist. Maybe you're a beginner and you just want to kind of practice painting her silicone, you know, and you don't care about the eyes. You just want to practice on a silicone doll. This would be the perfect opportunity as well, because you have a blank canvas here and you could just practice, you know, painting silicone. This would be perfect for that. So yeah, if anybody's interested, just email me and the first person to pay the shipping gets her. I'm going to say 25 shipping, right, Jason? Because the medium flat rate you said was 20?
It's between 16 and 18.
Oh, okay. So then $20 will cover it. So $20 shipping. Okay, because I could put her in the medium flat rate, but I cannot. I could only fit her and then these couple of items. Like I can't put her in a blanket, so I'm gonna have to just wrap her in like bubble wrap, maybe if I have enough, or something like that. Okay. So then I do have a couple of little things to go with her that I'll show you. You know, that I'll just throw in the box if you want to use it for another doll or whatever. Oh, she's heavy. Okay. So these are just a couple of things that I bought. Well, these hats were sent to me, for her actually, but, so there's this one with a bow. This one with a flower. So those are two hats. And then this big strawberry one. I'm sorry, team. This strawberry one. It doesn't fit anyway. I mean, I had it on Snoopy, but I took it off her and then I put it on the thing. So I figured I would add it in. Nah, you know. What could you do? So these three hats are going to go with her. And then I had bought these two dresses. And I had told you guys that I hated the material. I did not like the material. It sucked. So, if you want them, you could have them. Because I could fit them in the box. Well, I could put one on her. That's what I'll do. Because I don't want to just... So, I'll just put one on her. I'll put that hat on her. So, this is one of them. They're both overall dresses. So, this is the first one. It's pink with the strawberry on it. Has the cross back there. These are Carter's, child of mine. So that dress and then the blue one. The material, I don't know why they make this material so hard. Like, I don't like it. Like, and you would put this on a real baby? Like, I wouldn't. Like, maybe I'll put this one on her. Okay, and in any event, you get the idea. So 2 dresses, 3 hats, the baby. All you pay is $20 shipping. So first person to email me and pays the 20 shipping gets her. Um, and that's that. And hopefully somebody will enjoy her or fix her or practice painting on her. I don't know. Okay, so what else we got? Jason's going to bring me over a muffin after the icing's done so I could show you guys that. And what else? Oh, I'm washing all the clothes. Tina, I put the Christmas outfit and the other one, I'm washing them. Um with a couple of the other things that were able to be washed. But I wouldn't dare. I'm not putting like the bunny overall with the bunny tail in there. I'm not putting that in there because I'm afraid the tail will fall off. Oh, thank you. Can you give me like a fork? And I'm not presenting this plate. Like, this is Danny's plate.
All right, I'll get you something else.
Okay, thank you. Like one of the green plates.
Yeah.
He hands me Danny's plate. All right. And a fork. Yeah, because I can't eat it like that. Anyway. So you should have put sprinkles on it. It would have made it look prettier.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, so here is Jason's pumpkin muffin with homemade icing. Should we try it? Why not? Well, I'm waiting for the clothes. So yeah, I have the clothes in the washing machine. But I wouldn't put those other things in. I didn't wash the more delicate stuff, like the pink lace thing that came with the bonnet, or that beautiful white snowsuit. I didn't put that in either because I'm afraid. I don't want to ruin those. And you said you washed them anyway, so I didn't need to. But so the more delicate things I didn't even put in there, but the other stuff is in there. So as soon as that stuff is done, then I'm gonna fold all that stuff and do what else I gotta do around here. So what is the weather today, babe? You said it was cooler?
It's about 58.
About 58.
That's the high for today.
Is that how it's gonna remain?
Well, for now.
I can't wait for snow. Like,
we're supposed to get a lot of snow this year.
Yes, we are supposed to get a lot of snow this year. I love the snow. And especially, you know what? I really, really hope that it snows Christmas Eve this year. Because I kind of feel gypped. Because last year it didn't snow Christmas Eve. I don't think the year before it did either.
I'm not sure. But for a while there, it did.
It's so beautiful, though, because when my kids get up to see Santa, it's still dark out. And so like out on the balcony, we have the spotlight right next to our balcony for the building. So when it snows, you can see, like, it's dark, but you could see right under the spotlight all the snow falling. And it's so beautiful. We put the fireplace music and stuff on the TV, and you just feel like Christmas. It just, it has that feeling. So I kind of felt gypped last year. I was like, what? Listen, my kids were up so early last year. I don't know what was going on last year, but remember Danny came. I know, but remember Danny came running out here. It was like 2 o'clock, I think, or something like that. Yeah. And I had not even finished putting all the stuff the way I wanted it to go. And like, so I had presents all over the couch, the floor, everything. And he ran out here and he's seen some stuff and then he ran back in quick. It was cute. But I said, Jason, keep them in this room, because then Ethan started getting up and he said, I can't sleep. I can't sleep, And then you feel bad because like they're not sleeping. They're just in there awake, and the butterflies in your stomach, the anticipation of Santa. So it's like, I was like, okay, just, put on a movie, try to go to sleep. And I think Ethan fell back asleep for a little bit, right?
I think so.
I think Ethan did. And then the year before, remember, Ethan was crying because he couldn't get to sleep. and he was so scared that Santa wouldn't come because he couldn't fall asleep. So he was crying. But last year, yeah, they kept him and the two younger ones kept coming in and out, in and out. Jack actually helped me last year. He was my elf, so he stayed out here with me all night. So me and Jack were up all night long. We didn't sleep at all. I think Jack maybe slept for an hour on the couch while I was putting stuff out because he helped me with everything. And Jason was keeping the kids back in there, making sure that they didn't come out. Um, and then he says, well, then Jason came out. He's like, well, what time can they come out? I guess because they were really, anxious, right? They wanted to come out, and I think it was like 4 o'clock, right? It was like
Something like that.
it was like 4 o'clock, and they came out, and we were opening presents at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was kind of nice because my kids don't open everything at once. They open a couple things and then they're like, oh, well, wait, and then they play with those toys. And then, we make coffee and we, call Uncle Danny and, whoever, my sister, and, kind of just hang for a little bit. And then they open a couple more. So it's nice. It's not like a rush. They took their time. And I really, honestly, I think we were opening presents till like noon.
Yeah, it's good to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it really, the kids don't want to open everything at once. So this year, it's going to be hard this year because usually we do gift for gift, and I try to make it even, especially between Ethan and Danny. But because Ethan is a teen now and he asks for, bigger things, um, Danny obviously is going to have the majority of the things to open. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work this year, but however it works, whatever. Um, and I'm kind of happy in a way because I don't feel, maybe that's why I don't feel as much pressure this year. Because I'm not having to make things even like that, like with quantity.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like, oh my God, if I get Danny two more things, then I have to get Ethan two more things.
Right.
That was usually how I would do it. So that's why you're having a conversation with me like I'm not even doing a video. You're like, yeah, right. That's right. Why don't you come say hello to everybody? You're just gonna give muffins.
Stay in the background.
See, yeah, Jason likes the background. Well, yeah, but you did agree that maybe you would do a tag with me, right?
Yeah.
A holiday tag?
Yeah, I'll do one.
Okay, so he's on board for the holiday tag. Um, so yeah, I just hope that this year, I don't know. First of all, better snow. I really need the snow. And I think it's gonna be. It's always nice. It's always nice, It's always nice, but no, as long as there's no Monopoly faces.
Yeah.
I was telling them about the Monopoly face yesterday or Monday. But
You only do so much.
I know. But um I told you guys a couple of new games. So hopefully, they'll like playing those. Usually, you know what, I don't like spending a lot of money on games because usually those type of games we only play like Christmas. There was like, only like, I think the only games that actually last in this house are like card games.
Yeah.
All the other ones, the pieces get lost over there. You don't know what that is with this. And, I don't know. Like, there's so many games I'd like to get for them, like Mousetrap, Perfection,
Oh, you get that.
Operation, all those things that we used to play. They're past Candyland. But, like, those things. But there's so many pieces, and they're not good at keeping the game pieces together. I tried, but if they're playing it but anyway, so let's taste these muffins. So are you gonna can you make peppermint muffins for me for Christmas? Or maybe chocolate, how about chocolate cupcakes with peppermint icing?
Yeah, I guess I gotta find a recipe, but yeah.
Okay, we'll be on the hunt for that. Chocolate cupcakes with peppermint icing.
Like chocolate muffins or cupcakes?
I don't care. Either one. It's chocolate. Chocolate's chocolate. All right, let's taste this. Now, the icing kind of got a little hard. Is it supposed to harden?
Yes.
All right, so let's try this. This is pumpkin muffin with, what kind of icing is it? Just sugar icing?
Yeah,
Just a quick sugar icing? All right, let's see. Ew.
Roast?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's okay.
I'm joking.
Oh.
I'm joking. You thought?
Well, it's all right. I can take criticism.
No. I'm just joking, man.
Okay.
I'll eat anything Jason bakes. I'll eat anything anybody bakes. I love sweets. I love treats. Guys, look at this. Would you like some? There you go. I'm feeding my audience. I wish we could make muffins for everyone.
Yeah, right.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Feed the world.
Yeah, I always said if I became wealthy, that's one of the first things I would do is go around feeding the homeless and feeding people that needed it, buying them bags of, hygiene products and stuff like that, things that they need. I mean, if I was that wealthy, I would start like building buildings and shit. I mean, of course you can't, there's no way you would be able to do that for everyone, but you could put a dent in it, make a difference. I always said I would do that.
There's enough money if people really wanted to do it. They don't want to give up their money.
I'm sad. But this muffin is really good.
Is it?
They turned out really good. Way better than what's her name?
I don't know.
Miss Moon.
Miss Moon.
What's the name of the muffin mix we've been buying? The cheap muffin mix.
Oh.
What's her name? Karen.
Oh.
That's my mother's name, Karen.
Martha White.
Martha White. Move over, Martha White. It's funny. My mom's name's Karen. Okay. And we were hysterical. It's so funny that then, like, she had already passed away, I think, when Karens became a thing, right?
Yeah.
So she had already passed away. Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, sort of, kind of, yeah. But she didn't know what that was. But Karen was a Karen. It's true. I don't know why they named it being a Karen, but definitely, I would say definitely she was a Karen. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My mother always had to have her face up in something at somebody's business, or, had to argue with somebody over something, or had to have the last word, or, it was,
Like
yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah, like me. I knew you were going to say that. Well, I'm my mother's daughter. What can I say? But I think my mother was worse. I think she took it to the extreme of, battle. If that's what the word I'm trying to look for. Like, yes, I could be confrontational, but I think I know when to quit it. Like, before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, in public situations anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just, I don't know. I'm not like that, though, anymore. I wouldn't say, unless somebody pisses me off or says, or is trying to argue with me about something that I know, they're wrong and I'm right. Like, nobody's gonna, like, if I know something is to be true, like, say I'm at Walmart, right, and there's a jacket on sale and the ticket doesn't reflect the price,
Yeah.
like, this has happened to me before, and at the register they will say, well, no, this is ringing up for $19.99, and I'll say, well, there is a sign back there that says it's on sale for $15. And they will argue me and say, well, if that's what it's coming up, that's the price, that's what it's coming up. It must have been on the wrong rack. And then I had to physically bring another worker back to the rack and show them that there's like 50 other fucking jackets on that same rack that say $15. So, and then you go back and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It's like, it's so fucking annoying. Shit like that is what I mean, when I know I'm right about something.
Or if it's about the kids.
Jason would pay the $20 and say, let's fucking go.
No, I'm not. In the past.
Well, you're more likely to just let it go, and say, oh, it's only $5, let's just.
Well, it depends how much it is, too. I mean, if it's like $1 or $2, it's not, to me, it's not worth it.
Right. So to him, it's not worth it if it's just $1 or $2.
Yeah.
But to me, I think it's more of the fact, not of the dollar, but that I'm right. And that they're not. They're not. But anyway, so, yeah, it's really good. It is really good. So what else? Let's see. I think they would be really good too with like a cream cheese frosting. Okay, so I will bring Jack on. I don't know if I should change him on video. I guess we could try, right? I'm trying. I smell like pumpkin. It's all right. I should get up and wash my hands, but they're sticky. No, I think we should be okay. All right, come on. You know what? I think I'm going to pause you guys. I got to go wash my hands quick because I touched the silicone. I don't want to touch Jack after touching the silicone. And plus I have a little pumpkin frosting. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was afraid that it was going to stop on me. So I didn't have time to pee. I just went quick wash my hands. Okay. So let's get the babies out. Yeah, I think it's because I haven't been, playing with them. So I'm like, oh, so here he is. You can see his hair. He might be a little dusty. Which I see the dust flying. He might be a little dusty. This is my baby Jack. My baby Jack. He's a cuddle baby by Anna at Ling Reborn Nursery. And he is the Lena kit by Elisa Marks. And he is my baby, my baby. My baby that is turning 18 in August. So I know we still got a ways to go, but knowing that his next birthday, he's going to be 18 is kind of fucking freaking me out. Just to be quite honest here, it is freaking me out. Like, I feel like it's I guess it's almost a feeling of loss. It's really weird. It's like a feeling of, and it's not like he's moving out when he turns 18, nothing like that, nothing I know of, but it's that feeling. I feel like he's an adult legally. Okay. He's an adult. And I feel like you put the clothes in the dryer.
It's still running.
Oh, okay. And it's just that feeling of like in the pit of your stomach, like of loss is all I can feel. Like I feel, even though he's not going anywhere. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody. It's just like I remember seeing him for the first time. I remember holding him for the first time and looking at him and just thinking how incredible that was that I had a baby. It's like when there is no other feeling in the world than that feeling you get when you first see your first child. Of course, is when you see, I'm not like discrediting number 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, however many babies you have. It's all special, okay? But for me, like that feeling of never having that before, so it's all new. It's all brand new. And when I looked at Jack for the first time, I'll be honest, I was freaked out a little bit. I was freaked out. That's my honest opinion. I felt freaked out for a couple seconds. I mean, I was overwhelmed with love and joy. Don't get me wrong. But I looked at him, I felt freaked out, like, almost like shocked that this was mine. This was my baby. I made a baby. I grew a baby. This came out of my belly, it's an amazing, incredible feeling and experience. And when you look at that baby and when they first open their eyes and look at you back. Now I know they can't, they have they can't really see that well. Um but when he looked at me, I just stared at him like in amazement. I can't describe the feeling. And um it's indescribable. It really is. Um and I like that's embedded in my brain, and like it was the happiest day of my life ever. And I always said that, and I always will. No matter what happens to me while I'm alive, I could win the fucking lottery and become a millionaire. I will still tell you that the happiest, most joyful day of my life was the day I had Jack. Um, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change. And I always tell him that every single day when I give him a hug before he leaves for school or before bed or whenever it is. And I whisper to him, best day ever. And he knows what I mean, and it's just something special that connects us, even though we hardly spend any time together anymore. We hardly see each other, really. Just in the morning when he's getting ready to leave, when he comes home for, a few seconds, and then he goes in his room, and that's it. Like, once in a while, he'll come out and sit on the couch if I ask him to, like, especially around the holidays, to watch, like, a family show or, The Great Light Fight. We love to watch that. But other than that, like, I don't really see him anymore. So it's those little things, that make it special. I'm like shaking. My stomach hurts. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I just need to take a breath here. Um, it's hard. It's really really hard, and I'm really having a hard time with it. I am. I guess it's worse, like, to think that, like, you never get that moment back again, you know. And sure, this doll obviously brings me happiness, remembering him, because it does look like really really close to him, like it does look like him. um, but it's a doll, it's a doll. Um, and like I want that part of my life back, you know, again, like seeing my baby for the first time. And I always said, if like there was a magic ball, excuse me, if there was like a magic ball that I can, get one wish, or a genie or whatever, um like if you could pick a day to go back in time and start again from there, like what day would you pick? And I always say the day Jack was born. I always say that. um I think it's just a hard time for me with menopause, and then him turning 18, and you know um it's just difficult. It's just difficult. But we're gonna try and dress him now to be in um better spirits. I'm sorry, guys. I think this video is getting a little sad. It was sad before. I was talking about my sister, you know, my sister, all that bullshit, who's here, who's there, who wants to talk, who doesn't, all that shit. Um, but I think that now I'm getting too deep into like my own feelings. I don't know. This has become like a therapy video. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch this back. I really am, because I don't want you guys to like have watch a sad video. I don't. You know. But anyway, I should just title it "Sad Sad Video." Sad Sandra. I think that's what I'm gonna title it. Sad Sandra. So sad, Sandra. Should make a doll after me. um, but yeah, I think maybe, you know what, and part of it, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I've been avoiding this doll because of my emotions and the feelings that I'm going through. And I know a lot of people will be like, oh, well, that's opposite, Sandra. You should pick up the baby and, rock the baby, love on the baby, if you're feeling that way. But I'm the opposite. I didn't want to look at him because it reminded me, you know, I guess that part of my life is over, you know. I don't know. It also gets sad when you know that, like, I mean, my tubes are tied anyway, but just knowing that you can never have another baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does something to you as a woman. It as I'm sure that people, no, I don't want to trigger anybody. Like, yeah, as I'm sure that it affects people that have problems even having a baby to begin with. That feeling of loss, or that feeling of like you'll never have that. And I guess that's kind of how I'm feeling. Like, I can never have another baby if I wanted to. And I can never be back in a place where I had that magical moment with my first son. So I guess, it's kind of similar, only I have to pay I have to pay for kids until they're 18. I have to support 3 till they're 18. I'm just joking. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. I mean, I think of all the dolls I could buy. I'm trying to make, light of the situation. But all joking aside, I mean, look, listen, kids are a handful. They're a bucket of all kinds of things. They're a bucket of fun. They're a bucket of, I don't want to, you know, they're human. They're little humans. They're little humans. And so you can't just say, oh, they're a kid. They have emotions. They go through stages in life. They go through all these different things, and you as a parent have to be there to witness it, to help them through, to talk to them, to do all these things, for them that will help them to grow and I remember, like, I don't know if you all remember your first heartbreak. I'm not talking about like a kindergarten crush. I'm talking about like your first teenage heartbreak. Okay. Listen, I remember my first boyfriend broke up with me. Um, I was devastated. Devastated. And the reason was his mother didn't like me. And my mother didn't like him. So it was like we couldn't go anywhere, we couldn't do anything. We had to like sneak around, and it wasn't working. Um, so he broke it off. And then I just was like, I remember going in my bed and just crying night after night. Like, I shed so many tears for this kid. Um, because I really loved him. Like, I know he loved me too. I think it was just that we knew it wasn't going to work. Um, but it's like, it's weird because then I started dating someone else. Um, and it's a whole circle. Like, and then my ex started dating someone that he knew, my new boyfriend knew. And then it was like, I don't know, it was all weird. All kinds of, like, a lot of people hung out in the same 7-Eleven parking lot. It was all like kind of that, like all the flashing lights underneath the cars. And we would hang out there and would blast the music until the cops came and told you to fucking leave. So everybody was just hanging out and everybody knew everybody. So it was kind of like all this big circle. But anyway, um, where was I going with this? Your first heartbreak. So it's like, I remember that. And I remember the feeling in the pit of my stomach. And so, like, I'm dreading like that when a girl breaks one of my boys' hearts. Like, you have to remember what you went through, with that emotion. Um, so there's all these different things. That's what I was getting at. There's just all these different things that come along with having children. Good, bad. It's kind of like marriage. For better or for worse. It's like it's you got to work through everything. You can't just say I can't. It's there, you have no days off. You have no, nothing like that. It's every day, all day, every day, and even when they're not here, you're doing stuff for them, doing laundry, right? Doing cleaning their room. I clean their rooms. I make their beds. In fact, I did that earlier. I made the beds, and Jason put Christmas lights all around their window. I hung up some Christmas bows above the bed, so they're gonna be. I even put Jack's slippers in front of his bed, so when he gets out of bed, he has his slippers. Um, so like, that's something special. When they come home, they're gonna be like, oh, so, and they're grateful for it, they're thankful for it. And I have good kids. I do. I have good kids, and I have to remember that always. Um ay, 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 ay. um it's just like, it's bittersweet. It's just part of life. It's part of life. And some parts are harder to deal with than others. Um but he'll always be my baby anyway. Always be my baby. Okay, let's dress this baby. Right? Let's dress him. Okay, so um let's do this. I'm really sorry, guys, if this is like a bummer video. Can't be, I always say, I'm happy most of the time, but you can't always be, because this is real. It's not, I'm not happy every single day like that. Some days I'm like, crazy all over the place. Some days I'm, just giggling a lot, and other days, I'm telling stories that really mean something to me, and are weighing on my heart, and then I want to share with you guys, because you're all so sweet to me. I'm not gonna cry. You really are my viewers. I have the best viewers, and you guys are so sweet to me with messages and emails and just everything. I think I have a lot of people in my audience that understand Sandra, that support my channel, that love to listen to everything that I have to say, not just the good and happy, but the other side as well. And that means a lot to me. It really does. Um I feel like having this channel has helped me grow as a person. The people that I speak to and meet um through my channel help me grow as a person. A lot of people help me see that there are other sides to things, and you don't always have to agree with people to be friends with them or be friendly with them. Um, and I just have a lot of great people, um, in my corner, in my audience here, and people that are close to me, people that I've gotten to know, over the last few months too, that really have extended, such beautiful, just beautiful letters, beautiful emails. And I just want to say, thank you so much. Thank you really so much. Okay, I don't want to cry, but and Christina's there for me every single day. Every single day. Whenever she can, she messages me right back. You know, um and we have like talks, deep talks about things. And I appreciate you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Um Tina, you're another one that, um you know um that you've shown me like such love, and I appreciate that so much. Genuineness, that's not a word. You've been so genuine. Kindness, and just understanding. um and Suzanne, I already gave you a shout out, but it's nice. Suzanne actually wrote to me, and she offered some information about herself and her life, to get to know her a little bit more than just saying, I'm Suzanne, or from Suzanne from my comments. She offered a little bit of herself, and that was wonderful as well. Um, and of course, Amanda, I've gotten to know Amanda as well over the past few months, and she is such a sweetheart. She has such the sweetest, kindest heart, and I adore her. Um, these are just a few, just a handful of people that I just can't say enough about. And there are others, but they don't want, they don't want any, it's anonymous, they don't want any recognition or anything, any shout outs, nothing like that, but they know who they are. um so I think that, let's just change Jack. Let's change him. Let's change him, guys. I always do this. I'm sorry. I go so deep. I'm a very deep person. I am. I am. I have a very many layers, like an onion, like Shrek says, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's get his socks off first. Now, these socks, I love these socks. If you guys have ever on Carter's, on carters.com, they have a pack of these socks. They might be on clearance by now. I don't know. But they're so soft and fuzzy. They're so nice. It's like a different level of soft. It's like, oh, excuse me, coffee. Ooh. It's like a different level of softness, though. These are really good. They come in a 4-pack. Love these. Babe?
Yeah,
Did you put the clothes in the dryer yet?
I'll check to see if it's done.
Okay, thank you. So we'll take these pants off. Now these pants are, let's see. You know what? I might send her home in something else that I have, but I gotta look. These are Gap pants. I love these pants. Really cute. I got a pack of 3 of these. I think gray, navy, and this blue. I think they were on sale for 20 for all 3 pairs. Which, yeah, some people might say that's expensive for reborn pants. I am in desperate need of mittens for my boys. Look at this. They are all. But every time I look at that. I can't find ones that I like. They're like, I don't like the ones that have like orange triangles on them and black stripes like you're in jail. All those. I don't like those type of mittens. It's really hard for me to find solid colored, cute um, mittens, like in muted colors. I have a white pair. I have a beige pair. I have those blue ones and I have a brown pair, which I would love to find more brown mittens. Um, or just neutral color, or blues. I love blues and sage green. So I'm going to look because there's got to be something out there. There's got to be. Right, Jack? There's got to be. So I hope everybody is enjoying the video. um, oops. Oops. Yeah, this shirt is a little fitted. Like, usually I like the clothes a little more baggy, but God, I haven't dressed you in so long, Mama.
Sandy, do you want a dryer sheet?
Half! I only put half a dryer sheet with the doll clothes because then they tend to get, too fabric softening. You know what I mean? Like too, I don't know. Anyway, so there he is. And this shirt is Carter's. Mommy's boy. Of course. I would have liked to get them some kind of Thanksgiving outfit. I put Dominic in his brown gown, and that kind of looks like turkey color. So the outfit that I'm going to put Jack in is the closest I could find to turkeys that I had. So I have his brown Mitzi. I would love another pair like this. I think I found these in Ross, I want to say. Whoa, you focused out. In Ross, they came out a couple of the colors. And then I'm going to give him this little white pacifier and then white fuzzy socks. So we're going to put that on him. But the main outfit is this pacifier going to go on you? Yes, okay. I have hardly any pacifiers for them either. I'm like, I cashed out everything. Like, everything was just, I had so much stuff and I just wasn't, either I wasn't happy with it or just I wasn't going to use it or whatever. So I'm going to attempt. So I have his Kate Quinn. This is the only Kate Quinn item I have left. Oh, I have a brown hat, but they don't, I use it for the silicones. But this is the last romper I have left from Kate Quinn. So it's white and it has the brown giraffes all over it. So as close as I could get to a turkey. But look at him. Look at my baby. My baby. I gotta spend some time with him. So we're going to try and just go this way to put this on. And I never usually go this way to put this outfit on. So we'll see if it works or not. I just don't feel like unsnapping all those snaps and then... Oh, did I put it on backwards? I did, didn't I? I did. So I guess this is a little harder to do this way. So it turns out. Let's see. Yeah, you know why? Because the button, too. We're going to have to unbutton it. Let's see. Get your leg in there. So is everybody excited for Thanksgiving? I know, look, it's not Halloween yet. But is everybody excited for Thanksgiving? I mean, that is before Christmas. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I love smelling the turkey, watching the parade. My kids hate the parade. But it's a tradition. You have to watch the parade. That's just, we grew up watching it, and my kids are going to do the same. You have to keep some traditions. I mean, everything, it seems like these days, has gone out the window. You have to keep something. You have to keep something alive, And I thought I saw a hair in here, and I did. One of my eyelashes flew off. You got to keep some things alive, So whether they like it or not, they watch the parade. Well, the turkey's cooking, and last year, oh, and I got to do my stuffed mushrooms. I'm going to bring you guys along for that. But last year, I don't know if we made a whole turkey last year. We might have made one of those little, like, butterball turkey breasts. I love those things. You could get a little round turkey breast. I think it's Jason's not in here, 2-pounder. It feeds the family of 5. It feeds all of us, but there's no leftovers. But that's okay. They love it. I love it too. It tastes different from like an actual turkey. It tastes like, it's like more of a smooth, tender meat, I guess you could say. It's more like, I can't describe it. Maybe more like I'm trying to think. I love it. So I think last year that's what we had. I think, or it could have been the year before. One of the two. I'm not sure. But it's really good. And I told him, why don't we just get one again, Liz? Because nobody eats the whole turkey. I mean, you slice it, and then nobody eats the legs or the wings or anything like that. So all you're slicing is the breast. And then he's like, oh, but I like to pick on it. Like to pick on it. So I have this big giant turkey bone in my fridge for like a week. I mean, it's just, it's not worth it, Okay. So, he made it. So now what we're going to do is, I have this little sweater. And I had bought this for Alice. Yes, I know. But she never made it on her. So I think I'm going to give it to him because I have not gotten anything new for my boys in a really long time. So, I think this is going to go to them. They deserve it. So, and I think it's going to, it would be too, it might fit Clark. But I feel like at this point, the silicones seem to have more clothes than the reborns. So that's why I'm like, okay, we'll just give him this. So he's got that on. Oh, and plus it has the hood, which is good because I don't have a hat to go with this. And this will make the outfit look a little more fall-like instead of just like the romper itself. And then I'm going to bring on Dominic. I wish I had a sweater to go for Dominic too. I don't have a sweater for him though. The other one is pink. So maybe I'll have to get Dominic another sweater like this. Walmart has them for $10, I think. But maybe I'll get him another sweater. It all depends. It all depends. But I think they would look cute together, like in both in the sweaters. Oh, look at you, Mama. Mama. Okay, I don't know. I think we'll leave it open, right? Or maybe just close one. I usually close like the last to bottom button on sweaters sometimes if I want it to be stay closed. So we'll just do that. Oh, he looks so cute. And then we're going to put... Oh, you know what, though? Wait, what? What do we have attached here? Oh, this one. Well, this one matches. That one matches better, I think. So we'll just leave that on you because it's already attached to this. We'll attach this here. Right? Or a little lower, I don't know. Then we have mittens. And I know that this is footed, so he doesn't need socks. But I think I'm going to put the white furry socks on him just to make it a little more... Uh-oh, these mittens have a hole in them. Oh, no. Well, Jason could sew them later. But I want to put the white furry socks on him to make it like a little more like for the cool weather, to make him look like a little snow bunny. Snow bunny. You know, I used to have a Lee Middleton doll back in the day called Snow Bunny. They had the honey love face that they could suck their thumb or a pacifier. And they came with these adorable snowsuits like this. I think the boy had a different face, maybe. No, he didn't. He didn't. Had red hair, I remember. Or the girl had red. One of them had red hair. I don't remember. I had so many of them. So many of them. And every time I think about it, I'm like, like, I would have had a house full of dolls by now. If I had kept every doll that I've ever bought. Oh, Madonna me. I must. I would be able to fill a whole house for sure. Easily, top to bottom. Because I had so many dolls throughout these. So many. And every time I think about them, I'm like, why? Like, I would have the most amazing collection right now. I'd probably be on, like, in the newspaper or something. Or, like, on a magazine cover with all these dolls. If I had them all. But you know what? It's okay. Because what's meant to be is meant to be. I always say that, you know? Things happen for a reason. Even though at the time it may feel like it's shitty and it's sad. That just means that something better suited for you, you know, is coming along. And sometimes you have to close one door to open the other. You know, get rid of the old to make room for the new. And, you know, that's just how it is. But anyway, so. Woohoo! He's got on his little booties, which are so cute. Oh. That's so cute. It looks like little snow booties. So what do you think of his look, of his final look? Oh, the hat keeps falling off. I don't know why that keeps doing that. Maybe once I position him right. But what do you think, guys? Look at him. So cute. With his sweater and his brown mitts. He's got his personalized passy clip. The pacifier that matches with the tan in it. And then he's got his Kate Quinn giraffe romper and his white fuzzy boots. Oh, Jack. Oh, Jack. Oh, my baby, my baby. All right. So, what else? Do you guys want to see Dominic? I can bring Dominic on before we go. Let me get Dominic. Let me get Dominic for you guys so you guys can see my boys together. Hold on. Okay, so now I have my two boys with me. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, guys. Yes, my two boys, my beautiful boys. And also, my mom wanted to stop by and say hello. This is my mom. Okay, this is Karen. Um, when we were little, I'll just tell you a quick story. When we were little, my mom, we had a nice house. We had a big yard, pool, fence, the whole big thing. Got big giant garden, big giant pink blossom trees, one in the back, one in the front, big tall pine trees in the front. We had a lot of outside area. My mother always used to feed the birds. We had a back porch, and she always would feed the birds. There was this one cardinal, this one red cardinal, that would always, like, okay, so all the birds would come and they would, like, sit on, like, the ledge of the railing around the porch, and then my mother would see them through the window, and they knew that my mother would come out and feed them. But there was this one red cardinal, and she is the only bird that would do this, the only one. And it was the same bird. My mom knew it was the same one. She must have had some kind of marking on her or something. But my mom knew it was the same one. And this one was very brave. She would always come to the window and peck at the window. And that's how she got my mother's attention, so that my mother would go feed her. So I believe that this red cardinal represents my mom. She loved the birds. She loved feeding them. And she always used to say that she wanted to come back as a bird so she can fly free. So I think that this represents her. And that's why it was so odd. I don't know if you guys remember that day that I was telling you that I opened up the blinds and there was a hummingbird right in my face. Like, as soon as I opened the blinds, and it did not leave when I opened the blinds. It was right on the other side of my window, my glass, and it was eye level with me. Like, birds usually fly up higher. Even if they are on the porch, they will fly up higher. They wouldn't dare come down to eye level with me. And that's why it was so, like, mesmerizing. Because I looked at it, it was beautiful. It was a hummingbird. It was flapping really, really fast. It was like, but it was right in my face. And then it stayed there. Like, it didn't get scared away or anything. And it stayed there for a good 10 seconds before it left. It was so weird. It was so weird, but cool at the same time. And so I put this bird on my Christmas tree every year because it represents my mom. So she will go on the tree again, but I just wanted to show you guys. She wanted to just, come on video and say hi. So, yeah, she will go on the tree when we put it up. Speaking of the tree, while we're on the subject, darling, I told you guys I put the tree in the hallway. It still is there, still boxed up. It is Wednesday, so I don't know. I might put the tree up this weekend. I know, I have it on my calendar for next weekend. But I don't know, I feel like, why just leave it boxed up in the hallway? When I can be looking at it, the pretty lights and everything. And it's just a week early. I think, like I said, I do that more for Danny because I don't want him thinking, oh, it's that close, because it's not really that close, but it's close at the same time. I don't know. I'll decide. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, here's my two babies, Dominic and Jack. And I am going to go. I have things to do. I got to, like I said, do this box, seal that up, and then I gotta rearrange this furniture in here, guys, because I want it to be um more usable, I guess, space. And I already figured out how I'm gonna, like, where I'm gonna put the tree. Yes, of course I was doing that. Where I'm gonna put the tree and everything else. So maybe I'll just kind of organize the room to where I want everything to be, and then this way we just gotta put up the tree when we do, and nothing will be in the way. And order my rug as soon as I get the credit. I'm ordering that pink rug for in here. Put that out after we shampoo the carpet, and then um, yeah, we gotta shampoo the carpet before we put the tree up. So I'm hoping I could. I don't know. I'm hoping Jason could rent the steamer. I don't know. I didn't talk to him about it yet, but he said he could do it because I asked him at first, "Can you physically do it?" With his back and his hip and everything. Because his back has been bothering him, and then his hip too after just got replaced. He said he was gonna go back to the doctor because maybe there was a problem with the piece, the implant. I don't know. I know he has to go for blood work because he hasn't been feeling well. He's been like short of breath and stuff, not being able to go and do the things that usually would be fine. So, he's got to do a workup. But anyway, yeah, let me go. So I'm not gonna be able to play dollies. That was my play dolly day. I have shit to do. I'm gonna finish my pumpkin muffin for some energy. Then I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna put some Christmas music on, like I've been doing nonstop since August, and I'm gonna organize and I'm gonna start doing things here to get things in shape in order for the holiday. Okay, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a regular like. It was more of a Sandra. I'm gonna put in the title "So Sad Sandra" video. um, I'll probably get more viewers anyway because people love drama. People love when people put in their titles like, "Oh, I got more views when I had my Ashton Drake like disaster box openings and my Dookie Stain bib box opening and stuff." People love that stuff. I don't know what it is, but people watch it, they love it, they click on it. But I'm not doing that for views. Obviously, the video was a little So Sad Sandra. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I will see you next time. I don't know when that will be. Probably Friday because I'll do my Friday video before the weekend again. So it's kind of good. So I do like it was a day in between, right? So I won't do one tomorrow. I'll do one Friday, and then I won't do one for the weekend, and then Monday chat. So, and hopefully my babies will be here then. But until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all enjoy your Thursday if I don't come on tomorrow. And I will see you soon. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time on Little Meatballs Nursery. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.